Alright, so what about I want something interesting? Right now it seems that, we got just only one idle animation, right? We can get the moving animation pretty good, right? Because the moving and trailing animation, and we just stop there. It's just a constantly idle animation. It kind of okay, but come on, I draw like a two idle animation, and I don't want these to going to waste. So I'm going to add a little bit condition over there. So how to do that? Really, really simple. We just need to add a random idle timer. So basically, if it exceeds certain time with no input, I'm going to play the more complex idle animation. This tricks that you can use in a lot of places. So for example, you can like touting, get boring, like go to sleep, right? And it's actually some of the Easter eggs of a lot of games. So you know what? You can do something like this. So we can make it constant, and you can say constant and then idle transition to transition time. By the way, I use all cap for this constant. That's because it's kind of a tradition for if it's constant, make it like all cap. And I still remember when I first learn about the like C plus plus. It's just some old habit. And yeah, by the way, this is like a type inferred operator. So basically, it's just a lazy way of doing things without specifically say what kind of type that you want. Just infer that whatever thing that I input, then infer that as a certain type. So for example, 0.0, that means it's a float, right? So basically, you just need to input whatever number that you want to input. Okay, so yeah, so basically, I want this to be the transition time that you can adjust. You can even export it, but right now things you can sort of hard code it, and so for example, say 3 seconds, maybe 5 seconds, a little bit longer. So if you do nothing for 5 seconds, you transition into idle 1 to idle 2. Okay, so here the animation idle 1, I want to add a little bit transition time. Okay, so basically if the velocity equals to 0, and then I'm going to start counting the idle timer. So idle timer, right? Previously it's like 0, and then I'm going to use that to count, right? So I'm going to plus and equals, and then I can get that specific time by using the get physics data time. So get physics process data time, delta time. Sorry about that pronunciation. So basically, this will return, right? Let me just give you here. This will return the time elapses in seconds. Okay, since the last physical callback. So identical to physics process delta parameters is often consistent at runtime unless engine physics per second is changed to. Yeah. So basically, just give us the time passed, right? And then I'm going to add that. So basically, I can use the idle timer and plus that time. And if that time is bigger than our specified idle transition time, then that means that I need a transition. Okay, so updates, and then we got a new idle timer here. Okay, and I can say if our idle timer is bigger or equal to the constant of idle transition time, which is like 5 seconds, and then I'm gonna say, well, play another animation play instead of idle 1. You know what? Idle 2. Else we got if, and then we can get else here. Okay. Else we're going to say, well, I can use the animations and dot play, and then we're gonna have the idle 1. Okay, so basically normal is idle 1. If it's like bigger than the transition time, which is 5 seconds, you play the idle 2. Okay, so then return and all that. Yeah, before we actually go the run animation play, we need to like reset it, reset the idle timer. So idle timer, remember we update that to get physical process delta time, right? But after all this, we need to change that back to 0, so everything starts new before we actually got run. Okay, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So let's quickly test things out. So here, nothing changed. Idle 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, idle 2. So it's like what's going on here? What's going on here? And if we move, you got like move animation, okay, which is good. 2, 3, 4, 5, boom. Yeah, it's like looking. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. So we utilize multiple state for this idle, specific idle animation. We can have specific idle state. We can have multiple animation for that specific state. Just need to write some logic. Okay, really, really simple.